Hi friends, we need to have a chat. I want to talk to you guys today about consumerism, clutter, and Christmas. I know. Grab a snack, grab a drink, sit down, let's talk. The older I get, when I think about the holidays, I always think of that scene in The Grinch where Cindy Lou Who and her dad are shopping. Everyone's got their packages and boxes and bows, you know what I mean? Basically the whole plot of The Grinch. It's perfect. And as I've been decluttering over the last couple of years, I can say with certainty, in my adulthood, 80% of the gifts that I have been given for Christmas and holidays, I no longer have them. I would say 50% of that I have donated, or the other 30% were like usable things that you could use, so I no longer have them, which is a whole different thing. But 50% of that stuff got donated. When you think about it, look around your house. How much stuff do you have that people gifted you, or have you gotten rid of it? So that's why over the last couple of years, my family and I have kind of switched up how we do Christmas. And I like to focus on what I call mindful gifting. And that is genuinely thinking about the person and thinking, okay, is this something that they can use in their home or display in their home? Is it meaningful? Does it have sentimental value? Or is it something that's going to add value into their lives that they can use? Those are kind of the things that I think about. My family does Christmas a little bit differently. Christmas has been a little bit glum since like my dad passed away. That's just, it is what it is. The last 10 years have been very difficult to navigate Christmases and holidays. This year, what we are deciding to do is we are cutting out the corporations, shopping local and small, thrifting, and going to Christmas markets or farmers markets. Let's talk about the corporations first. These corporations do not care about us. They only want your money. They don't care how hard you worked for that money. They only want your money. They increase prices to decrease quality, and they do not care about us. They do not care about our health. They don't care about our well-being. So cut them out and stop giving them your hard-earned money.
Just a quick disclaimer, it is a privilege to be able to cut out these big corporations, so if you rely on them for your necessities, please do not hear me bashing you by any means at all. There truly is no ethical consumption under capitalism. We just do the best that we can.
Now, there are some corporations that are good. One that I can think of off the top of my head is Costco. They are a good corporation. Like Amazon. We're not going to Amazon anymore. We are not getting tricked by convenience, okay? There is this site called the Otter List. It is quite literally a list of small businesses that have been vetted and put into categories, and you can go into the list, find the small business, and then you get taken to the small business's site and you can order from there. You've also got Etsy. Be careful on Etsy because some of these big corporations have been putting their stuff on Etsy and selling because the boycotts and things are working. Same with TikTok Shop. If you have TikTok, TikTok Shop is a wonderful place to find small businesses and small creators selling their works. I have bought a few things off of TikTok Shop for the holidays. We are also going to focus on shopping small and shopping local, okay? I do want to put a caveat here though. I live in Nebraska. There are a lot of small businesses who still do not align with my morals and my values, and they still support things that I do not support. I will not shop at those small businesses just because they are a small business. I still uphold my morals and my values, and I still like to give my money to people who also have those same morals and values, and there's nothing wrong with that. So if that's something that's important to you, make sure you know who you're giving your money to. A lot of the times, you're going to pay a higher price, but you're also going to get a higher quality and most likely better customer service and a better return policy, or you're able to work things out easier than having to call an 800 number or send an email somewhere. Also, because when we're thinking of mindful gifting, thinking about quality versus quantity is huge. I would rather spend $50 on one item, and maybe that's the only item I get this person, and it's quality, it's handmade or whatever, and I know that they're going to love it, versus 10 $5 gifts that might sit on their desk for a little bit, then it gets tossed. That's kind of what I mean when I'm talking about mindful gifting. Next up is thrifting. I have found a love for thrifting this year. When I was younger, I used to hate thrifting, but the older I get, the more I love it. Now, be careful with thrifting, okay? Because just because you thrifted it doesn't mean that it's not junk. You know what I mean? Be careful not to get into the overconsumption aspect of thrifting. I'm talking to myself here. It still can get you into those same traps. So just be mindful that we're thrifting quality things that people are going to use and want, okay? And the fun part about thrifting is that you have to be a little bit creative and a little bit inspired when you're doing it, okay? I follow this lady on TikTok. If I find her handle, I will put it up here, because she says what I thrift versus how I gifted it. Like, she would get a bowl and like a rolling pin, and she would make a whole thing out of it. Yes, she might have had to go buy like hand towels or something that were new, but she got the majority of the gift from the thrift store, but the bowl and the rolling pin inspired her for a gift, right? Right, that's kind of a cute and unique little way to do things. Also, be careful with the prices, because some of these places are trying to charge astronomical prices, and they got the item for free. And Goodwill, I'm looking directly at you. Yeah. And one of my favorite things to do this season is to go to the Christmas craft fairs and the Christmas markets. Oh, God, I love them. I love them so much. I want to buy everything, though, is my issue. So once again, be a little bit careful, but you can just find so many good things and so many cool things in one little spot. And like going to the farmers markets throughout the years, not the years, but throughout the year, and you can kind of get an idea of who you like, get business cards from people so that when the holidays roll around, you can either go look and see what markets they're at, or you can just order directly from them for the holidays. I do personally struggle sometimes with overspending and overbuying at markets just because I see people's faces and I'm like, how can I not buy something from you? So I'm working on that. We're getting better about it, but it is still a little difficult. But markets are a really, really good place to start. There's a few caveats to all of this, right? You say, Libby, I can't order anything online. That's not true. You just can't order anything from Amazon, okay? There's plenty of other places to order online. Well, Libby, I can't go to these big box stores. Where the heck do I go? I run into the same issue, okay? It takes a little bit more research and it takes a little bit more legwork to find these things, okay? These big corporations have sold us so much convenience and they've made it so easy to get our money. So easy. And it's on purpose. So we have to sacrifice a little bit of convenience to give ourselves peace of mind, I think. Now, I know it's hard with people with kiddos. Okay, you have a young kid. I think of when Kelly was a toddler and I would be buying him gifts. Let's think about how many gifts toddlers and babies and such actually need. We all overbuy on gifts for them. Get them a few good quality gifts, because guess what? In 5 years, when they've outgrown it, maybe even 3 years when they've outgrown it, you're just going to get rid of it, donate, or sell it. So I really think we overthink gifting to kids, especially kids with toys and things like that. They need a lot less than we think. The kids don't want that much stuff. They might think they want that much stuff, and then they get yelled at for not putting all of it away because they don't know how to manage it well, and it just turns into clutter and it just turns into an argument. Just rein it in a little bit. Rein it in a little bit. Give yourself an item limit. So see, that wasn't that bad of a talk, right? It wasn't too bad. Did I scare you? I'm sorry. I hope I didn't scare you. Anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. I hope this video helped you in any way, shape, or form this holiday season. Happy shopping, happy gifting. Have a good time with your family, and your loved ones just want to be with you. They just want to see you for your lovely face, not what you bring them for gifts, right? Right, that's what I'm going to tell my family. All right, friends, I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Happy holidays, and the merry bells keep ringing. Happy holidays to you.